What's up guys, TC here, and today I wanted to cover the different ammunitions in the game. So, as most of you know, the sniper rifles, assault rifles, shotguns, pistols, machine pistols, they all have different ammunition types, and like the food in the game, there is no tooltip or anything to tell you what ammunition does what. You just left to kind of fool around with it and hope you figure it out. So I figured I would break down, I have all the different ammunition types here, so I figured I would just come on here to my little shooting range and show you guys what each one does. I'm going to be using a sniper rifle for all the different ammo types, and I'm basically just going to show you what each one does, the drawbacks to each one, and which ones I would prefer and which ones I would definitely warn you to stay away from, because there are a couple that are pretty bad. So without further ado, let's take a look at our little shooting range here. Here we go. And the first sniper rifle we have is the traditional. This is the standard sniper rifle, shoots a normal bullet. And as you can tell, this is everyone knows this type here. The second one we have is going to be, okay, come on now, is going to be the bouncy bullet. Now this has got the black tip on it, and it's not a bad bullet, it just doesn't have a lot of use. So like, if you see here, see it bounces a couple times. It still does all the normal damage, just like a normal sniper. It's a little hard to use the bouncing functionality, but it's not necessarily bad. Up next we have the, this one is very weird bullet. I call it, what is it? It's like a slowed down bullet. When it comes out, it's got a delay to it. It's really strange. So like, take a look. So you see it pops real slow, and then bam, it speeds up and goes to the target. And I just don't see it being useful in any way. So I would definitely recommend you stay away from these red tipped ones. Then we have, the next two are definitely the most useless in the game, in my opinion. We have the splitting bullets, and essentially all they do is, when they fire, when it comes out of your barrel, it splits in two. This first one splits into two, and the last one splits into three. And as you would think, each bullet does half the damage of what it says. So this one splits in half, it does 1827 damage. So when it splits in half, it's going to do 900 damage per bullet. And this one's even worse because it splits into three, so each bullet's going to do a third of the damage. And just to give you an idea of how ridiculous it is, I'm trying to shoot this guy right here in front of me, and look, I'm aiming right at him and these bullets split. So you have to like aim away from them to hit them. And the three split one's not as bad, but I mean, at least one of the bullets goes straight. So it's not entirely terrible. But I would definitely avoid those. They just don't have much functionality. If you want to shoot multiple bullets, just get a shotgun. So let's put these away and pull up the plasma rifles next. So let's see. Well, first up we have this very strange, I don't understand why it's an ammunition type for sniper rifles, but this shoots fire, and it has a very limited range on it. Like, it doesn't even reach that first target. And it's the same range for every type of gun. So this fire ammunition you see, that's how far it shoots, no matter if it's a shotgun, a assault rifle, a sniper, a pistol. And on snipers, it's particularly useless. I mean, on a shotgun, it's not terrible, but you might as well just use a flamethrower if you want to have the fire effect. I don't recommend this at all. Next, we have a plasma round. Now, this one actually sticks to things, I think. Yeah, this one will stick to stuff, and if anyone like walks into it, it'll do that. Not a bad round at all. Not my cup of tea, but it works. This next one is, this is just awful. I don't know what they were thinking with this, but you gotta bounce the bullet. Like, it's just like a bouncy blob of plasma, and it doesn't have good range at all. Like, I have to arc it up to bounce it off of that, right, just to hit the next one. And so yeah, definitely stay away from these bouncing plasma ones. Then we have a normal plasma round. So this is just like a normal bullet, but it's got a color to it. And then last one is, just a different type of plasma. That's a smaller bullet. So you'll see that. The plasma ones they're not bad. There's nothing really any different with them other than just the color of the bullet. And now we're going to put these away and pull up, in my opinion, the best ones in the game. So we'll take a look at this first one here. This is it's a sticky round, so it's going to stick to, it'll stick to walls. It's just like that plasma one that'll stick to stuff. It's like you shoot there, you see them sticking to this spot here, they'll stick here, and eventually they'll blow up. Yeah, so take that guy out. Direct impact or exploding it will also kill them. The next one is one of my all-time favorite rounds. This is an explosive, like, impact round. So this one doesn't have to stick to anything. It'll just, as soon as it hits them, it blows up. And it's got a pretty large area. So you see, it's good because you don't have to directly hit them every time, and it has a good little blast radius on it, and you can hit multiple targets with it because it's an explosion. Moving on to the next one, we have, oh, this is one of my favorites right here. This is the piercing round. This is one I highly recommend. It doesn't pierce walls or anything, but it does pierce multiple enemies. So if you've noticed, each bullet so far has hit one enemy. If you watch carefully here, you'll see this actually hits all of these guys. Look at that. One round fired and it kills all of them. They have like a gray tip and they look kind of sharp, pointy. Like definitely one of the best rounds of the game, hands down. It doesn't lose any power when it goes through enemies. It's not super rare. I mean, it's a rare type of sniper rifle, but it's not like legendary status, so it's not going to be impossible to find. Very highly recommend. And the last one here is my personal favorite of all of them, and this is the high velocity round. And these, all it is they don't have any special effects like when they hit something, but they do travel much quicker than the other rounds. So if you notice, these rounds get to the target almost instantly. They'll cross the screen much faster than the other ones did. So let's do a quick comparison. Here's the old sniper rifle and its travel time. So you see you got about a second there. Now we switch to the high velocity round and it's almost instant. This makes it much easier sniping, trying to hit targets, because anything you can do to take out, trying to adjust for where the target is going to help you in the long run. So these rounds really kind of mitigate that prediction. You know, it's almost the point where you can just kind of click on them and the bullet will get there in time. It really relieves that prediction that you have to do with a lot of the bullets, because the travel time is not super fast, but these are very quick rounds. And as you can see, I'm firing from one side of my screen to the other, and it's just the red and black spiral round. They shoot much quicker, and they're high damage because they're sniper rifles. These last couple rounds, the explosive, the armor piercing or penetrating rounds, and the high velocity, they work good on every type of gun. Like, there's no gun that this is not an advantage to have. So I highly recommend these high velocity rounds, piercing rounds, and explosive rounds. So I hope you guys picked up something useful from this. I'm going to be having more videos come out. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So please like and comment and subscribe. I'll talk to you all later.